and the pace you can play at should be good against Cryo's chamber.
What are we going to see?
Right, 100 Thieves on defense, Sentinels on attack. Potential last man. Potential.
I think it's Asna's. I think Asna's supposed to just take a crack angle over towards B heaven.
Okay, they wanted to. Yeah, they gamble. They gamble with the no B. They wanted to literally any kind of pressure over towards middle to straight up fight, and they push down. Let's see where they actually end up going. 3 passing behind is kind of bold. See what chamber can get. This is kind of nice. Plays on site, falls back to oi, that's nice. That's insane. It's a great flash, by the way. Did enough damage, to be honest. I think he did great on this one. And they know that the trip isn't broken, so they know that no one's over towards heaven yet, but this is still a question mark. Not expecting the 3 passing behind, so I want us to go huge.
It has to be the face from tens, and it has to be the clutch. Well, the performance here, it's a double face up still, left up to 10.
Oh, reloading.
Disengages.
Yeah, Stella decided to reload. Okay, it doesn't matter in the end. It's a nice try from Tens, but yeah, that was close. Decided to reload and one swung out.
And it's exactly what you say, Brent. The same kind of strategy coming out from 100 Thieves on defense. They play around mid super heavily, push it out, and get a good flank for wherever Sen are popping. And Sentinels have been really pop heavy, grouping up as 5, getting into a site. This, though, devastating. I don't really understand why they were so timid there to try and swing the chamber and trade him out. Some lack of coordination there on how they were pushing off the back of the flash, perhaps. But Cryo being able to get 2 there is massive for them. And as Wyatt was saying on the desk, this starts to build the economy. This now puts it in a position
they were
where
just
they can
2
start
dominant
saving up
halves.
for
That's
Cryo
what
to
it
have an
was.
op. He's gonna have one whenever he
Okay, we
ults
get the
anyway.
Judge out. We get rifle, Judge.
Much more likely you're gonna be able to get that one. They hit a jump spot and a pre-fire.
Okay.
That's a headshot.
Yeah, I mean, he's been chunked down. Doesn't want to take too many risks after this one.
Maybe a 3-2-1 swing, but
a lot of damage.
Healed up though. Trailblazer. Only spotting the 1, I believe, so some good information. Asuna.
Yeah, that's good info, though.
There to stop him getting punished, and the nade as well to hold people back. He's now got a lot of information on where Sen are playing.
Yeah, he gets great info here. Go over towards heaven.
A lot of noise being made here by Sen. Skipping and hopping, bouncing up towards heaven now on that ramp angle. Grouped up here, but when he gets into close quarters and with the sheriffs in hand,
oh my goodness.
You never know. You really never know. Nade dropped.
Oh boy, on the head. Uh-oh. And they both go over towards site. If they decide to go middle, it is all up to this image. What's the call on this one?
Need to be made.
They could pivot, but instead it looks like they're committing to A.
Onto the site and still anchoring towards the back.
He's got a charge for this.
He's weak though. Weak and can't quite land it. So much damage being done.
Holy hell. Okay, this is
seeing if he could use the distraction, but he only had a
lot of upgrades, and they still have the hill.
Look at the weaponry on the
what was remaining of the hill.
Exchange hands.
I was talking about the economy starting to bloom for 100 Thieves. This is all the way down in the dust already.
Bang feeling like he has to play into it. Players are weak. There's chances.
Too stupid.
But it's got to be perfection. There's the first hurdle. Star. Online as a pull towards the back. Bit of a prediction. Oh, damage is certainly being done.
2 HP.
He's weak enough, yeah, but time is running short now. Spike's starting to tick. Further and further, and no chance in hell. Yeah, he realizes it. Bang just got to back away. Decent attempt at things.
Alright, really good in terms of the guns for this one.
I called a miracle plays here, but that nade.
Dude, this
I don't know
nade.
what the intention was for that. Maybe just to clear out heaven, but I think it's
that nade was wild.
Derek.
It did.
Heat seeking.
Yeah. It chased Derek, and Derek had just team flashed. I believe it was Cryo too, who then is just completely alone, goes for a swing, and isn't quite able to deliver. Stella only has a judge. You see him there getting caught. Everything falling to pieces. And this is big for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it's big just because Sentinels get on the board, break the economy, etc. But like we were talking about, it delays.
We've got the saved hero gun, and we buy a lot of rifles on top of these rifles. So nice reply from Sentinels. Really good run from them.
Of his kills on defense on Pearl. I mean, if you can stop that momentum early, you're going to have so much more success.
Triple play Oh, the timing of this one. Marvin's watching it, but it's already low.
Oh boy, okay, it's fine.
It's not clean yet. Okay,
so good. Yeah.
Perfect play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is actually really clean here. Unless Stella can get anything done with the Classic, which does not seem likely, Sen are going to be able to keep all of these rifles going. And the economy's just blooming.
Yeah, there it is. Just holding.
Okay, not too bad. We're not going to be able to get an op-out by the looks of things.
Something that was a massive failure for Sentinels on Pearl.
So I mean that's a big win condition for them, and this is very nice for Sentinels. They stalled out them getting the op nice and early. Their money's out of control. They kept this one super clean as well. It's like it's actually a great start, even though they lost the pistol. It's the best start you could hope for after losing the pistol, I guess.
46% of his opening duels, 10s.
Chat, I wouldn't ADS there, come on.
Only winning 26% of his opening duels. So anytime you can get him firing, it's going to be excellent.
Back into the action, aren't we? Nade. Close left corner, but so much focus and emphasis being placed just into A main by Sen at the beginning.
Okay, a lot of pressure over towards him.
Trying to take some mid control. Boombot didn't see anything, but nobody wants to press the advantage here, so.
Small mistiming there. Could have been dangerous up in B heaven, but instead 100 Thieves have
Need
backed
to
off.
update that with that. Okay.
The whole of mid control. Trailblazer comes up ramp here, looking to try and squeeze anybody.
Yeah.
But there's no one home.
They're starting connected. You would have seen it. That squeeze going online. Good flash. Even better jump spot. Derek, no. Goddamn. He's not safe there.
That's an abating.
But baiting, yeah. And maybe can get a bit of a payout for it. Wow. There's two for it.
Damn, they were not expecting that. That was sick with the smoke.
In the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all the gunfights.
Yeah, just on top. No one really expects that angle pinging it now. Do they expect Pancada here? Don't think so. Ooh, maybe a bit too much on that one though. He's probably done his job. Kojak, thank you so much, man, with the 15 months. Thank you very much, Kojak. Good to see you, bro.
Unfortunate time with a snake bite.
The timing is just not there on that one.
The reposition is very good. Still lots of time, and damage has been done. Bang still wants to go for it. Dropping down now. Just seeing the elbow, trying to force one of the fights out, but he does not know where this other player is. Still lands the headshot. Start laid down, but as it blows,
actually ended up being pretty close. Nicely done. They go down to another eco. Money is really good at the moment from Sentinels, like crazy good. Like 2 people are on 9k good. That's wild for this early on. Hopefully on this one, 100 Thieves are just gonna make sure that they eco a little bit more so they can get an op out over towards Cryo.
Stifled just a little bit. Felt like he had that moment where he just hung his teammate out to try and got rewarded.
Oh my, dude, I didn't even see him.
But instead, Sen carry on the pressure, knock 100 Thieves down. Their eco suffering.
Yeah, that's going to be enough.
And Cryo's still
2-9 on top of this, more than enough.
Moment where he can get the op online, get his ult blossoming either.
Smoke in the face of Cryo. You know he wants to take the timing here, but his TP is so close to him. It really doesn't get him out of danger. Pushing through the smoke.
They were on top of him going for this. Really nicely done. Man, Sentinels look pretty good on this map so far. We'll see what the next buy round's like, but
the round has been slowed down entirely.
What is this TP?
Waiting to see if there's some sort of reaction.
I guess he wanted to push that middle at the beginning.
Through into heaven, doesn't spot any players. Asuna now trying to take up that space once more. Doesn't have a rifle. Does have the stinger though. Flash. What a time to take that, but a stinger doesn't get it done.
Yeah, Marv's able to pull out his Vandal just in time. They're all going to be heading into.
Right.
It looked like they were going over towards.
See what Derek can do.
Reclear behind them for a moment. Marv on that flank.
They keep keeping these rounds so clean that their money's just crazy.
This is going to be Sen with another clean round. I mean, even the rounds in which
30 seconds left.
They're on the anti-eco. They're really just being able to save every rifle.
Connection with the flash. Derek revealing his position. You're right. Yep.
And that lack of economic.
And if he's need a timeout, yeah, they might get it. I mean, next round should be different from their other buy rounds because they get an op, and then we'll just kind of see what their best.
With tons of money as well.
Oh, like what? Oh man. Oh hey. None of that.
That is, yeah. I mean, heads up.
Okay, another clean round. Like, really dominant rounds at the moment.
Very nicely done.
Flora_Bunda, how we doing with the 2 months?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They were in control of the first half.
Thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate that.
Side swapped. But this should be, in theory, the side where Sentinels have the most success, I think. Their double duelist composition should work very nicely here.
See how to get it done. Timeout. It's forced out.
Sassy was 1 away from ult, and that's why. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll see it.
That's actually smart. I like that.
Supporters coming out in droves. There's a queue out the door. It's a line of 10,000. They couldn't get in, Josh. Match of the century.
Yeah, well, the wild part about this match is that it's single elimination.
Yes.
You know, neither of these teams doing well enough to make playoffs in the regular season, so both stuck in that single elimination portion of LCQ, where one of these teams can potentially go on a run. One match might be all it takes to start the momentum, the snowball going, and maybe, possibly, have that dream of competing at Champions.
6-6 is the expected scoreline for double duelists. Yeah, that's pretty much what I say. It's normally like
the end of their season,
6 is what you 6 is the average, what you expect. So it's still recoverable, but it's insane stuff for Sentinels. And honestly, they're not ecoing. Like this is not going to be an eco at any point. It would take a lot of them. So we get the op out also as well. If we lose the op this round, we have the ult, so we should be able to op for a little bit. In terms of where he's opping, same thing over towards spawn, and they're liking this one a lot, where they fall back over towards him.
This time mid, launching themselves deep into it. Still drive dash play by Tens with the flash to accompany him. Maybe set him up, but just backing away. The poke and prod, biding their time now.
Trailblazer clearing things out, and Cryo getting posted on a much deeper angle. This is the round where Cryo's
they
finally
get it.
got the
He gets
operator
close
online.
here, but he
Look
doesn't
how
have his
deep he is on
TP
this kind of
anymore.
position.
Denied.
This is going to allow everybody else to start rotating away. Only Derek, who flashes
Oh
up
man, that
into
timing's
A-heaven
wild.
and realizes that Sentinels are not quite there, but they always have the option of pivoting.
Asna has a showstopper though. Well, on the other side is Zekken. Lets the rocket rip, moving forwards.
I mean, good luck to Bang.
Holding close
Yeah,
to
Bang
the
is just
position.
so low on his own now.
A return with a rocket and a return with a kill. Takes down the opposition. The counterpart
Oh,
of Raze.
this Viper ult on defense is ridiculous. Wait, what?
So even though
Covers
Sen
the
have
whole
player
plant.
advantage, this is going to be very tough to get the plant down.
Causes some difficulties. How do you clear out the pit now, despite that squeeze? I mean,
Just a little fake
are they
tap.
going to wait for Marv to look all the way through here? He's worked himself into A-heaven.
I mean, they can't possibly, surely.
There's 20 seconds left.
He has a molly as well. And actually, here's where the plant is. He can just do the safe molly.
Snakebite to try and deny Stella with the counter
nicely
spam.
done.
He's still up and still alive. That means the pit is still in play. And here's Marv.
Marv's gone for around the world.
I was talking about the extra level to it. The backstab is there.
Honestly, the low HP though.
Denied once more, and Stella still dodging around.
Damn. This Viper ult is one of the best Viper ults I've seen, I think.
What an ult from Stella there.
Yeah.
That absolutely wins the round for 100 Thieves. That is an ult from back spawn when you've completely given up the site that covers every inch of the plant spots. And it creates such an enormous amount of pressure on Sen to try and get the plant down. Even when they have every player dead.
That was
Stella's
madness.
still going to be inside the pit,
That was
making it
really
very
cool.
difficult to end
Really,
it.
really cool. One of the best ults I've seen for a long, long time.
Sentinels had opportunities there to pivot in either direction. But now that Cryo has
Literally,
op
there
online,
is
this
the only place you
is
could
gonna
plant there
change
it
the
wasn't
entire
was
dynamic
this
of the
line, I
map.
think. I'm not even sure. I even think it covered there. I think it was literally everywhere.
I see both players, Cryo and Tens, face to face with the operators in that duel, but currently positioning opposite sides of the map.
I mean, Ten's just using his attack operator in a more passive kind of role to hold angles for the rest of his team. Not quite looking to do the Kang.
Okay, with that as well, they get all into this one. So, double sky ult. Bang has a defensive. Bang has a defensive Astra ult as well.
Being used on a defensive side. It's allowing Sentinels from taking some of that space.
Yeah, the trademark here is absolutely imperative as well. It controls, or at least gives information
Man,
at the top
they
of the fence.
really heavy left A at the moment. And Cryo just took away his TP. Okay, well he gets full control of this though, so as long as he stays alive, he's done great.
And surrounding them, giving them access to the heaven. And he put the question in their hands. Well,
wow, he's a monster.
Such a white face by Marv, not favoured. The reactions are just too damn clean right now. Cryo, a jiggle with the movement, trying to bait out a shot. It's TenZ. His adversary brings him down with the op head-to-head here, but they still need a way to get into the site. It's not looking likely. 13 seconds left. Smoke to cover the cross. Angle still held. Up onto the high ground, but he misses it. TenZ now out in the open, wide. Asuna with the punish, and no time left for the plan. They face it, they realize it.
Okay, nicely done. They're going to pick up the op in the middle as well here.
Excellent opportunism there from Asuna, making sure that he punishes and converts the 4v2. But it's Cryo.
These 2 rounds have looked great.
Is just showing the value instantly of that operator.
I wonder if they're going to speed it up. Like, they got double duelist as an op in play. The slow play has not been great for them. They kind of 2 rounds now that have gone pretty much down to like the last 20 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if they just absolutely send it somewhere now.
Cryo's reactions are so good.
Enough money though still for a buy for SEN. Konu is being kept honest. It's still that pesky operator. It's the thorn in their sides. The way that Cryo's being set up, just holding down at A angle. A repeat of the prior rounds, just using a Trailblazer to clear through and set himself up forwards.
Yeah, it's all the same kind of thing, but this time 100 Thieves are playing mid more aggressively.
Snake bite at the feet.
I mean, mid is kind of on
really
lock, really. When does the smoke come up?
Forwards,
do we nade?
Smoke fading.
Asuna was thinking about catching people there. He was looking to take the fight with the blast pack.
This nade's getting thrown. Oh, I was going to say this nade's getting thrown once they hear the.
Try and choke them out here. Beautiful nade as well with the spam. Skip and hop over it.
They did good to get out of here though. They got dogs. They're finally going to take this though.
This is a minute for Sentinels to just take mid control.
40 seconds though.
And they are just being bogged. But all the util has been expended now. 100 Thieves don't really have too much left.
But they used a lot.
Doesn't. No flashes left available towards it. Dash forwards. Asuna still. Let's claim to the kill here. Onto TenZ. Forwards. Seconds out in the open. And what is occurring right now? Reactions. Repositioning. Bang with the 2-piece. Even up to Pancada. Tiniest of angles to watch. Down onto the ground.
They got
Plays low enough, but his position
they're gonna start hitting sites though, right?
And again, no time on the clock. This is becoming a repeated problem now for Sentinels.
As long as 100 Thieves can leave Cryo in control of A and get him set up there with the Trailblazer, they just have too many people covering the rest of the map for SEN to deal with. There's 2 players permanently committed to mid. They can go and help B and assist Bang whenever they need to. And Sentinels had to commit 4 players for mid control. There was only 1 with the spike trying to come through garage. I mean, when you're not pinching into B,
timeout comes in, dude.
Have all the freedom in the world to just focus on the people.
Everyone, all 10 players, all 4 coaches are all going to be thinking that they're going to be sight hitting. So should be sight hitting and probably will be sight hitting. What on earth happens in this round?
We don't know. Listen, maybe 100 Thieves are going to be terrible on the attack side.
This in my mind, if you're in Sentinels now, would be the perfect round to do the Doom Bros, where you carry on doing your same thing, and then the next round you change up into the new plan. So actually, you just go and take middle really fast.
You're exactly right.
Let's find out if it would work. Because I think the double sight, the sight hit is too obvious. But B's been really weak when I've looked at it. Looks like it's going to keep on holding over towards middle, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah,
how are they doing this in defense? They're not putting raise here. I mean, fast mid would work. Well, they might even be doing it actually.
I'm surprised there's no attempt of a punish being called here by SEN.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them at least break the Trailblazer, because I think if you break the Trailblazer early, right at the beginning when Derek's trying to use it, it makes Cryo less confident of being able to push up. And Cryo is a fairly defensive player in how he likes to fight. He's not just going to walk up on angles on his own usually.
He's a bit dodgy here.
It's so funny because it's like everyone knows they should be sighting. Oh my god, 10.
Ridiculous timing. Look at the damage he's doing here.
That's so much.
Backing away onto Sassy.
I mean, they're holding strong middle again.
They can't heal back up.
Exactly. Rotation here. The smokes hopping up onto the boxes. Are we still going to see that same delay? It's spam into it. There it is. Dash forwards and attempt at a punish. TenZ. He's going to dodge the nade at his feet. His teammates want at that. Backing away.
Okay, they took mid control. At some cost. Oh man, he took his timing through the smoke there and no one was watching. Or maybe the first guy was watching and he just insta-headshot him. Dude, he keeps getting so many kills over towards there. It's like the king of B Heaven at the moment.
He's watching the long angle. And remember that Viper utility that Pancada has down takes longer to cycle now.
Asuna is just a menace, man. Holding that top position at the back of stairs towards B Heaven.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, he's just winning this duel every single time he gets a kill, no matter what.
But anyone who's trying to follow up just gets turned into mincemeat.
This is a big struggle now.
Okay, now the issue is for Sentinels is they're gonna sight hit, and they know they're gonna sight hit. So what happens now?
I feel like going for a big A exec is also keep it simple, but would also have some level of value. When Cryo's usually looking to take a more aggressive angle, not that he did in this particular round, being able to overwhelm him early as he's trying to get set up there with the, you know, double duelist hard exec onto A. You could even try and double blast back up, ramp, have TenZ updraft dash into heaven.
You have the tools to punish, you do. Maybe but it's what they're setting up for.
It's really been lackluster after that initial burst of rounds from Sentinels.
Interesting.
It coincides exactly
Pytro, okay, what's up, bro? With the 3 months. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
100 Thieves now flashes like ships in the night, sailing past.
Here's that Trailblazer.
Yeah, and typically this is used with Cryo pushing aggressively on ramp, but last round playing a bit more passive. This is a contact play. Pushing up, Stella's holding the market angle, so Asuna can post himself so aggressively.
Yeah, Zekken may end up having to take a fight in mid here, but Asuna and Stella look like they're just happy holding these positions. You think about the
Pagan as well. Pagan 5507 with the 3 months. Thank you for your support, mate.
Sentinels have
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
So they still have to be very diligent.
3 months.
They've used their own Trailblazer.
Oh
Did not time it with the wall going down. That was so dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous indeed. Sassy.
Got away with it.
Could have paid for it with his life. We're up to 50 seconds mark. Trailblazer was used. Trademark was broken into A Heaven.
Man, they're kind of slow on a lot of these rounds, but honestly, this one has some legs. Raze gets here though. Raze still has nade. Oh, they force them over towards B. What do we got? Stella, one molly. It's all about this molly to buy time. Does the rotate come in? Asun uses one satchel to make this rotate faster. Double satchel.
Didn't feel favored for it yet.
Oh man, this pause is too strong.
Asuna in the smoke. Looks like he wants to try and take a timing off of that one. Bang falling. Here's the pit. Great time for it. Zekken. Coverage.
Savior kill from Zekken.
Now. The plan has to go down. There is no punish. Maybe thinking about calling it quits here if you are 100 Thieves. Retaking into the pit with the operators. 2v4.
They have extraordinary wealth. Ooh. But I'm not sure that's going to avail them much.
Yeah, angle there by Marvs. Plenty of damage done. Lovely movement. Repositions, resets it. Second. Make sure
right, this was nice.
Make sure it doesn't get dicey.
And yeah, I think you called it out, Brent. The big reason that they're able
all we have to do is go through
have his utility ready to go
a ramp instead of this.
Heaven there. It was just a little further away from the action. And Stella also in a bit of an odd position, tucked underneath, hoping that he's going to be able to get cheeky kills on people, flooding, dropping down from rafters, but instead gets cleared out hard by TenZ.
Since Chamber is back, Breach of Omen Neon Chamber for Haven.
Now is going to have the tour de force in hand.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And the same defensive setup. I mean, they're really not shifting things to. Oh, here goes Cryo actually in mid. I thought he was going to try and take a ramp.
That's a lot of stunts.
He's changed it up.
Hey, and look, the teleport.
Yeah, A main control is good. Yeah, it works.
All the way back in B Heaven, so he can take an early kill here, or an early fight at least.
Does mean that A is going to be weaker. Essentially just relying on.
He had so much money for a backup gun.
And you're also
is that how confident he is? Damn, he doesn't need a backup gun.
They just don't expect him to be playing.
Wait, you needed a backup gun. Admit it.
So they want to force the issue. Shot missed. Derek still at the back of the side here, but there's the flash forwards. TenZ. Dropped off the operator. Doc, did it connect? There it is. Reaction.
Whoa, where were we? Asuna just launched himself from heaven.
Punished because of it. And kind of missing a shot, but he operated. It's gifted to
oh my god, it's
Cryo.
tanky.
Still the tour de force is there. In the hands of Cryo. No one's giving him a sideline. No one is giving him an angle. Danger around every single corner. Smoke fades. Into it though, bang. Already taking a space. Into elbow, still watching.
Wow.
Just the shoulder or the
A
elbow.
ridiculous shot.
Ridiculous shot to hit.
Oh
Pancada
my
still with the op.
goodness.
Stand up into the corner. Sassy can't do a thing. Just left it up to him.
Hey, that's a nice ult. That's a nice ult.
Not making the same mistake of rushing into things. It has to be the rifle picked up, but it's being covered. Bang towards the back. Stella just covering it, and as well.
Nice hand ult.
Punish in place.
Hey, that was a sick ult. Okay, nice rounds. Man, that shot from Cryo was insane. Yeah, that one with X-ray off is kind of wild.
With tiny, tiny jiggles, and yet Cryo is still good for it. The reactions are just ridiculous.
Bro,
I was wondering about that.
That's crazy.
I was wondering what was going on there.
Asuna loves being the tip of the spear for this team. It really increases the pace that they like to play at, but yeah, I'll be happy that his team won that one.
Yeah. It's a narrow lead. So even between these two teams.
It really has been. And yet it's been streaky.
Yeah.
Back and forth, but in long consecutive periods.
This time it's really all in for Sen. Fully grouped up. Trailblazer, this time directed towards the side. Showstopper, dash forwards, up in the air. Exchange on either side. Who knows what's going on, but Tens does fall, and it's covered into the elbow. Holding the line, stalwart defenders.
Well, we finally got the sight here. Wasn't the sight that I would have gone for, but got absolutely wrecked. I mean, they just had so many people here.
Chasing right behind him. All but wrapped up for the half here. Looking like that's 7-5.
And Pancada left in the same spot that he was in the final round of Pearl. Just knowing that game's over for this one. Having to go back and think about things.
You don't want to exec on Bang in scrims. Wait, really? When he's alone, he's better. They're like the man.
What does that mean for them?
All I'm thinking of is just Astra Solo V is just Sugar Zero. Just getting 3Ks every time we went to him. Just literally just sitting on site. There's 2 stars for himself. Just kills everyone every time.
As soon as they got the op into his hands, it was a game changer. Instantly allowed them to put way more resources.
He gets 3 when he's alone.
Towards the B and mid sides of the map.
I'll take your word for it.
And just completely shut Sentinels
I'll take your word for it.
Absolutely.
I've seen it before with Sugar Zero, so I imagine it's similar. What a ridiculous comeback, to be honest.
Thanks so much for that, fellas. And yes, 100 Thieves currently
like
sitting
that's a ridiculous recovery.
Into
Once they got the op out, though, again, I've been saying that this team is like it's big win condition, and they get the op out every single time. And yeah, when they have an op, their win percentage is just so high.
Austin's been absolutely insane, and I think the comeback that they managed to bring into this half all started with that one round with the Viper's Pit. 100 Thieves, I think, is continuing to show us that this team is willing to bring out new creative things, as we've seen on
Cryo. I think Cryo's incredible, man.
Still doing it. This round was the one that brought them back, and they built such great momentum off of it.
By the way, like, what is that Viper's Pit anyway? It covers the entire site, every single spot you could plant. Like, that has to be some kind of TikTok, you know, esque Viper's Pit. Like, they definitely didn't cook that up themselves, I guarantee you. But either way, like, that was the momentum shift right there. Like, winning that round, getting the op up on Cryo.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, and now looking towards this second half, the player that I think you have to watch out for is going to be Austin, as you were mentioning. He was insane in the first half, but on these attacking sides for 100 Thieves, where Cryo tends to struggle a little bit more, they normally look to this guy to be that primary entry, and he's consistently great on the raise here on Split.
Yeah, I think one of the questions that Sideshow had asked is like, they couldn't get it done on a 9-3, baby, but now they find themselves here in an even closer situation. What does Sentinels do to pull themselves back into this game?
Pistol round is very important here. You have to start off strong. You got to win this pistol round and not get eco'd.
That's what you have to start with. But the question is, what can you build from there for Sentinels? This double duelist comp, they're normally solid on this defensive side, particularly when it comes into this retakes. But again, you're playing against this new comp from 100 Thieves that I think is going to really want to slow the game down, play into that mid round. And if 100 Thieves can,
what do you think of Kaplan saying they need to play more simple strat-wise? No, he was referring to their after plants on the map before. He was saying that they were overthinking their after plants.
Yeah, this is it, folks, for 100 Thieves.
That's all he was saying, they needed to be more simple. Because trust me, they kept their power pretty simple on the tank. They just exec from Exit from A main like all the time.
Has to start with that pistol round to try and bring it even.
So I think it was referring to their after plan, so I'm like,
still that level of uncertainty, month and a half
really
of practice
confident
for all these teams. You don't really know what we're going to get.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, 100 Thieves pistol rounds have been looking elaborate so far. They've put serious work and time into drawing up specific pistol round strategies. They
what do we got?
like to double blast pack up towards A ramp. This time just going for a full
straight up side hit. 3 people here. They want to insta take this, but it's the trip over towards here. And honestly, the default can be pretty good. The default can be pretty good. This see over towards here. You put the trip here, and they can't see it from here. So it's actually like really good, this trip, because of this ramp. If you put the trip down the bottom, they can't see it, so they only see it when they like push past this point. So like a default with Chamber's pretty nice over there.
Moving forward, trying to take the fight towards them. It's barreling with a player advantage. Ghosts and headshots being found.
Okay, I mean,
Second and 10's leading it for
good
them.
luck.
Nade regains, rebound. Cryo.
No way.
What am I watching? It's 3 kills and he might have just salvaged it.
I'm telling you, we're getting silly out here.
Leave it into the corner. It's Asuna. He's
One
cleaned
bullet,
up, but
right?
Cryo, last one left. 5 health. The gap into the smoke.
Oh man, that's so unlucky, but whoa, that was an insane attempt. That was so sick.
He put down the rendezvous. I knew that was getting a bit stupid, but I mean, love the idea. Didn't quite work for them though, and Sentinels pick up a very important round here. Are we going to see the players have to react to it? I think this was a little earlier while they were clearing this area out. But look at this. Rendezvous up top. Sassy realized instantly, but he had his utility out in his hand.
That was incredible in the end.
How to punish the play. Nevertheless, Pancada's got his back, cleans up the final one, and they're able to secure it. It's big to get them back in.
Looking like as well. Direction leading towards that 7-7. Need to try and punish that. Here the all being grabbed close to the corner.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, that jaw was everything.
Holds his ground. Holds the line. Bulldog.
God, that could have gone so badly.
Now we see contact plays here. Snakebite plays a close corner here. Mark forced to use
Hey, Bang's 9 HP and he's out here trying to entry.
Supplementing it. Derek ripping off heads, but 10 eats him. There's an upgrade for you. There's a kill. They're brought down to 47 health. It's a 1v2. Single shot of the Marshal will do it. 10s should be favored.
Ooh.
Misses it. Shot goes wide.
Man, actual chance into this.
Like, okay, plenty of time left.
Plenty of time, but no access to the spike. I mean, the spike is so far down on B here. And Cryo's weak. Like
yeah,
you
they're
said,
both
one shot from
insta
Marshall,
snapped over towards B main,
Should
so
be clean
maybe
for
they heard
Sen.
him.
They're very aware. And look, this is Cryo. Knife out to try and take a timing. An unexpected one, but weak enough. Risks need to be taken to convert it. So it is that 7-7.
It was expensive though. Yeah. Sentinels are not going to be coming in here with a really hot bonus round with a ton of weaponry. 100 Thieves kept it suppressed a little bit. That's going to make things easier for them to hold the momentum.
This is it.
I think a big question though for 100
Big
Thieves.
7-7 round.
Cryo
Bonus.
This half of the map. You think back to the old chamber meta when it was super dominant. It was about your entry player being able to make a ton of space, and then the chamber cleaning up. Here.
Keeping a close eye on it. Exactly have the same tools as a Jet would, for example. Can't quite dash in. Doubling up that aggression. Pretty big reliance on Asuna to be that spearhead. You mentioned it earlier, Josh. Loves to be it, so...
Yeah, and he's been good at it too, especially on the Raze. And his Raze has been significantly, I mean, more impactful, I would say, than a lot of the other roles that he's played for 100 Thieves.
I was going to say, they're both leaving this.
Interesting read here. Trailblazer only spotting the one. Dog now going to be used. We cleared out. Single shot will do it.
Cryo's put his trademark down in B, and that's to make sure that nobody can go for a reactive push out through B main. And instead, he's setting up for the fight happening in B heaven.
Whoa, did they just use an...
This is just going to keep kind of information around the map.
What was that? They used their own...
Connects. I know at least one player's there.
They used their own arrow on the minimap.
And look, as he pulls back and the trademark disappears, now they go for that same B main push I was talking about. So there's 3 players here on Sentinels. They know it's going to be an
30 seconds left. How do they fight this one? There's a pull at their feet. A Satchel's play to avoid and dodge and juke. They're vulnerable up. And it's so
Mate,
much
they are all one
shot.
shot.
Chunked down. It's brought to the wire. They've been bogged
Yeah,
down
they
playing
were
too slow.
prime for it.
The weapon advantage might just be skirting away from them, faced into the corner. The rifles, the stingers,
No time on this one.
at work. It's up to Stella. Damage certainly done. An 8 to
1
7
upgrade, 2 upgrades,
working with absolutely nothing. Bottom of the barrel
3
stuff.
upgrades, all 3 upgrades, perfect rounds.
Sentinels to get. They stacked the
100
correct
Thieves
site,
really
had the
don't
read
like
that it was
having
gonna
good
be
starts
They had 3 players there,
into these
committed.
halves right
They
now.
had a Gravwell snakebite out, ready to stop that. And they're going through a wall and taking decay damage. Then they're vulnerable up by the pool and by the snakebite. It just makes those lower level weapons hit so much harder. 100 Thieves were playing very slowly on their attack half on Pearl too, and I think that was a big problem for them.
4 stingers.
And we just saw it bite them.
Straight up B main face as well, fake.
Smoke propped up. What
Ooh,
is occurring
nice
there?
shot. Interesting, they kind of, oh, he gets all with that, and now there's like some weird thing where they kind of want to fight for the gun that's down.
Now he needs to be getting up towards the front of the pack.
Oh boy.
Here's the footsteps.
Wow.
Frank Hatter, he rushes
What?
forwards. Trying to plug up the defenses. This is all over the place, man. Sewers controls there. The Seeker's ripped off as well to try and clear a path for them. And now a pivot over towards B. Running away.
How are they getting that kill?
Nothing to do with the other side of the map.
Yeah, you got a gun.
Still grouped up here. Keeping it up to Marved, but playing off site. Safety in numbers, they realize that with the weapon advantage on top of it. Happy to give them control of the site.
Yeah, but this also means that they're giving control of key angles to Cryo.
Snake bite.
Although to be honest, at the moment he's not playing with them.
Yeah. Just watching for the heaven angle, but now, wow, this timing, yep. Bait and switch, there it is.
He won it. He had to kind of like force to go forwards because he was going to hit him. Okay, nicely done. Nicely done. I like their reaction to this going down. The fact that they thought that they were going to be pretty, they thought they were going to flood this or go somewhere else, and they decided to seek as an overwhelm the person over towards A. That was a nice reaction. Not scared to use the ult and the ecos early on. Love that.
Well, that's the team staring down, you know, okay, losing in the fashion that he did in map number 1. Disadvantage when you get into the second half of this map here. They might have faltered, but not for Sentinels. They got that veteran presence and now leading with 2 rounds of themselves, forcing the timeout from 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves are going to take attack here. I mean, seems
Cryo's got a lot of money. Is he going to buy it up?
Remember, 100 Thieves attack side was dreadful on Pearl. I mean, we were talking about how good the comeback was. You can only have a comeback that large by having a horrid first half. They were 3-9 down.
Man, if he's buying attack on up, I'm doing that. I'm doing the wall over towards B.
Couldn't split into the sites properly.
Make it a nightmare to play B with an Astra.
And it's looking like at the moment those same issues are really starting to rear their head.
I think you're right about a tempo shift.
I mean, yeah, this is a rough comeback, this one.
For 100 Thieves. It's a bit difficult though.
Looking likely for Binds, really, unless we see something crazy in this round.
Cryo is very locked down. He's slow, but when you play slow and
this
split,
is pretty hard to do
with
their comp.
Defensive util out, otherwise you're going to get bogged down.
Right, and I think there's different ways that you can increase tempo. Increasing tempo doesn't just mean we're going to rush A or rush B.
Sure.
It can mean we're going to look to fight more aggressively for map control. We're still going to play.
No op out, even though they had the money.
We're going to do it earlier in the round, and we're going to go deeper than we
there is an op out just on the other team. We got
I see evidence of that now.
10's going to go early towards heaven.
Oh yeah,
this could be nice.
It's going to be a fast piece.
Yeah.
This could be nice for 10's. Do we double satchel heaven? What are we doing?
Just watching it. 10's onto the ramp hanger with the operator, taking the peak, taking the ankle. Shots there, but Sassy seeks to claim a prize of his own. Shot did go wide. Second one also missing. That's a dash active, a pull to try and push them back. Nade rebounds off over the top. I'm sure nobody can play up into that heaven position. You can see just how brutal this util is, but again, the shot's just not quite there still. There's that player advantage that's still kicking. For Sentinels, if they play it safe, cool, calm, and collected, slow it down a tad, they're still going to be favored.
I mean, look how much control of the map 100 Thieves have here. They can pivot in many different directions. They have the ability really to go even all the way through spawn over to B, hop down.
Bro, this is crazy.
I mean, they have tons and tons of different options.
Dude, I can be a caster if this is what it is. I'm in for this. Give me in a casting duo, man. Give me on a third one. I'll do arrows all the time. I'll get involved. That's sick.
Figure out what the best direction to go in is.
Orb gained.
That's cool.
So much pressure on Cryo here to just hold down heaven on his own.
Dude, I'll be a third person just doing all the arrows and being like this. What should be going on? It'll be fun.
Just going wide, Stella. I know it was a pre-fire walk, but it's just pure brilliance on display. Sassy Seeks to make the most of it. Holding towards the back angle, but he's brought down and traded. Viper's orb going down. Stella close to the corner. Where does he expect it? Zekken! He's got a util kills and another nade online. Leaves it into 1v3.
Okay, yeah.
The wider face by
They look way too convincing on their defense.
What excellent control by Sen to be able to get up to double digits. Just allowing 100 Thieves to have so much control of the map and yet still being able to be in good positions.
Mount Everett. What's up, bro? Mount Everett. Thank you with the 4 months.
They didn't
Appreciate
care in the
you,
first
thanks
map
for that.
where the 100 Thieves took the entirety of mid.
Yeah.
Because they weren't converting once they got to the site. And Sentinels had been running their retakes over and over. It was about the only good thing when you look at the stats that both of these teams were doing in the regular season. They were both still winning about 1/3 of their retakes, which, while it might sound bad, is actually fairly decent. Most of the time when teams get plants down against you, you're not in a good spot to pull off a big
Forced down
miraculous
into this
retake.
one there. It's
solid with them.
the Hail Mary pretty much in terms of it.
On either side, absolute war chest of ultimates at their disposal.
If 100 Thieves can't win this one, then it might just be game over.
Yeah.
I mean, it is game over if they can't win this one. I think it was game over the round before this, but there is a small chance with the buy into this and the fact that there's 4 ults. There's also 8 ults in line. This is going to get so crazy.
And still retain presence there.
Dude, I'm so fine to ult through this.
You're going to see it. Satchel skips across just in case an operator was holding that angle. Nade. Push back and punish.
Possibly looking to showstopper.
Second with a showstopper! Satchel forward!
Oh my god, there's no way.
And Zekken somehow makes the most of it. How's he gotten away with that?
What the hell?
Towards the staircase, gives up the space, and now it's going to be scaled up on by 100 Thieves, but they've lost a player once more. Here's the pit from
Wait,
the high ground
it's
position.
the-
It's a weird one, isn't it?
No, they tried to go for the crazy one.
Bit of an opening, tucks itself into spawn.
They tried to go for the one that wraps all the way around.
Sen, they have control of this one in terms of the positioning. They can swarm this one. They can spam these angles.
5v3, but into a Viper's pit is still so difficult.
Get 2v5.
This is strong though. This is probably stronger than the other one.
Bang. 33 health, pushing forwards. Right through it, still alive. Stella is the active participant and he needs to stay alive. He does do just that, but with the counter spam, it's Pancada. He follows the traces.
Okay, any glimmer of hope there? I think it just died. That's nice though, we get bind. I'm excited to see binds. 1.5 these, where these got planned on bind. Let's think of them 2-9 on top of this. Maybe they force out again.
If 100 Thieves weren't able to win that round, then it could have just been game over. They didn't even get the chance to invest the showstopper because the tempo was ripped away from them by Zekken with this play.
Hey, this one was wild.
A hop from Asna to try to avoid it, but he still goes down. Can't use the big entry tool that they had access to. And Sen ended up with a massive player advantage converting. This puts 100 Thieves in a very rough spot.
The economy isn't good. Spoke about how important it was.
Right, the eco for this.
A lot of ults committed on top
They're
of
accepting that it might be 12-7.
Getting one step closer, claiming the map.
Flash goes out over towards A. Dog goes out over towards A just in case they were trying to dodge it. No one anywhere. They get Seekers as well, that's why they're so happy to invest a lot. That's why they do the double flash.
With a stinger or with a showstopper supported in some way. It's been so slow the whole time.
Divide.
What is that? This showstopper is just walking up mid.
Into mid, Asna alone! But it lands anyway.
I like this idea, that's cool. Everyone focuses over towards here and he slow walks up towards middle. Oh my god.
Something must be going around, Tens. He's just trying to slam them.
Someone used it in Prac and they all started using it. That's incredible.
The refresh is there. Into the pit with the right clicky faces. All of them.
360 for their style points as well.
This is absurd. The pit's still up. Spike planted, of course. Smoke here. Derek doesn't want to fire to give away his positioning. Half onto the defuse. Needs to land the flick. He will not do so. Shut down. As it was preordained. There's that 12th round for Sentinels.
And it looks heavily likely at this point that we're going
Alright, let's watch it again.
So many questions about what both of these teams were going to run, whether we'd see role changes, comp changes. I think a lot of people were excited to see Asna pull out the Raze and Cryo potentially play Chamber, but it's not working on their attack side. Both maps attacking has just been so poor for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it's true. What is it? 3 rounds out of all of their attack half so far.
Really got a couple of good rounds in there. In a streak in the first half here on Split.
It's explosive.
One of the first times that we see Asuna go for this double blast.
Oh my.
Straight down through a wall.
Yeah.
5 chances and yeah, this number's not getting low. This number's not moving from 5, I don't think.
That angle for the pre-fire.
Flashed heaven as well. Didn't spot anyone.
Nobody else pushed up behind Asuna. And the Trailblazer using all of this Sky utility to make sure that A is clear. And now they can focus a little bit more elsewhere on the map. Just a very standard setup. Cryo looking to try and equalize.
Yeah, he heard the jump spot. He's hoping for another peek. It's a 4v5, and this is for everything in the map itself.
Cryo really has to be the difference maker here. He doesn't normally like to attack side up this aggressively, but he's going to have to now.
Yeah.
His team needs it.
To be the impetus.
Flash over towards B main. Yeah, I'm just watching Sassy run around the map. Just anywhere there's question marks of where they could be, just flashing it.
They know the Crow's there. Jumps down, punished in the end. Second. He takes out 2 of them. Wants a bit more, taking a fight straight to them with the nade. Eventually fading away, but it's a 2v4 now. Play together, and it should be sailing it away. Derek, quick reactions, snaps towards the side. Sassy meets him, near-sighted, into the angle, into the corner. Pre-fired. It's damage done.
15. Okay. Well, that was actually really dominant.
100 Thieves. We are destined to go to map 3.
How could it be any
Respect.
other way? After the blinder of a map
Respect to that guy.
we get rewarded with a comeback.
All right, we got binds coming up.
And there are worries now with the attack side of 100 Thieves. They